Hi guys, we're back. Hold on. I'm getting this out while I'm talking to you. We're back in my bathroom. I actually just washed my hair and I was about to style it and I was like, you know what? We need to film this as a little tutorial because I've been getting a few questions on how I've been styling the bob. I've had it for about at least a couple months now.
First things first, I need to fix my hair.
And this is my favorite way to do it. So today I'm gonna use the Shark. This is called the Flex Style. I'm sure you've heard of it. The Dyson is also a favorite, but my Dyson is so old. I got like the first version of it. So my Shark is newer, so I'm using that. Either of those are gonna work for this hairstyle, but I do feel like to achieve this look that we're about to do, you do need one of those two products. I have not tried any of like the knockoffs, if you will. I do love the Shark and it is a lot less expensive than the Dyson. So my hair was shampooed and conditioned. This is not sponsored, but I just tried these out today and I'm already in love. This is the Lolavie shampoo and conditioner. It's Jennifer Aniston's brand, so good. I'm gonna do a couple of products just before I dry. The most important thing, this is just a detangler, which I don't really need, but it is gonna protect my hair, so I want a little bit of a heat protector. But for me, my hair is so fine and does not hold a style very easily. So I do need some type of styling products. A foam is really good for me, like a mousse of some kind, but you can't use a lot, especially with short hair, or if your hair is similar to mine, because we don't want anything that's gonna weigh it down. So I'm just putting a little of that foam at the root, kind of working that through. This is from Aveda. Aveda is like one of my favorite hair care brands. My old hairstylist got me hooked on Aveda. And then this is their volumizing tonic, which God, I'm just obsessed with the smell. But again, I need all the volume I can get. And like I said, I don't want to use a lot of this. I just like to do like a few spritzes. So you can see the volume that added. That was not there a minute ago, so you know it's working. First thing we're gonna do is just hit with the blow dryer. So if you haven't seen the Flex Style, it looks like this, comes with attachments. But if you pull this down and twist, comes a little hair dryer, so handy. So I want my hair to be like 95% dry. It's already pretty dry, but I do want it like a teeny bit more dry before we start this style. Okay, so you could see I was blow drying everything basically the opposite direction of my hair. So whichever way it's going, I'm blow drying it the opposite way, just because I'm trying to get the maximum amount of lift. Just gonna brush this out really fast. Also, my postpartum hair regrowth in the front will stand straight up when I do this, so we wanna be mindful of that when we are styling. So I'm just gonna brush it so that it's smooth. And then we're gonna grab our attachments. So I like to use the smaller of the two. I just feel like with short hair, if you use the bigger barrel, you're gonna get more of like a wave than a curl, which we're not going crazy curly, but I do find this smaller, skinnier barrel is better. These have the direction on them. So left, put on the left side of your head, right, put on the right side of your head. So this is left. I'm gonna start with the front and I'm just gonna give this, you'll see a quick little bend. So I'm grabbing a piece about this size, turning it on. So I'm just wrapping and then pulling it out immediately. Like I don't want it to be super curly. I just want to give it a little bend. You can see this is already pretty curled, but they will fall. So don't panic. That's basically the technique right there. So I'm gonna continue that on this side of my head. So you can see I'm just letting the tool do all the work. I'm letting the tool grab the hair and then I'm pulling it straight down. And you could section your hair off, like you could pull the top section up, but I personally think that makes it a little too curly. So I'm just trying to hit these pieces really quick just to give them a little bend. And then the underneath pieces, because they are shorter, I really just want to get the ends of those and make sure those are curling under. I don't want to be too spiky and flicking out, so we're going to work on those ends in a minute, but just going to continue this process. The other thing I'm doing is kind of running my hands through it as I go, again, just to make sure it's not getting too curly. I just want it to kind of fall a little bit and not be so curly. And we also, the volume is gonna be at the bottom just naturally because of having short hair. So I wanna make sure that I'm going up top and giving volume to these pieces too. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone for now and switch our barrel and do the right side. Now your other side of your head is gonna be a little more dry at this point. So you just wanna work quickly because you don't want it completely dry. Like the right side of my head more than the left. It's just always, I don't know, just always ends up better. Okay, so that's basically the meat of it. I really want to make sure that these front pieces kind of match and are going away from my face, which I do feel like they are, but I do feel like these got a little bit curlier, like this piece. So I think I'm gonna grab just like one of the brush attachments. I'm gonna try and pull these down a little bit. So that's kind of the gist. I do think I can touch a few of these up. So I'm just kind of looking where pieces are super straight and need a little bit of bend, like in the back here. So you kind of have to trust the process with this hairstyle because when they fall, when everything falls, it ends up, in my opinion, looking a million times better. So you have to just kind of let it do its thing. So I'm gonna hit it with a little hairspray. This is also Aveda. It smells so good. And this is a really light hold, so it's not gonna weigh my hair down. Also, I find these hairstyles work so much better on dirty hair. Like day 2 hair is even better than day 1. But I'm gonna leave it alone now for like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna come back and show you the final result of how it falls. So here is the finished result. I love how flippy the ends are. I love how much volume we have up top. I do feel like that makes such a difference when you don't have volume up top. It just almost ends up looking like a triangle on your head. So I feel like that's important. And yeah, the ends are just like nice and thick and bouncy. I will either do like I did here, like tuck behind my ear on one side or pull it all in front. But here's the back. And it's honestly just like, it's so easy and lived in and looks effortless. Like I don't feel like I look like I spent a ton of time on it, but it still feels like a style and I feel put together, you know? The other thing about doing this is if you wanna do any type of other hairstyle with your short hair, I find that styling it a little bit beforehand makes every other style look better. So if you're gonna do like a little clip or a half up or a little, you know, small little pony or something like that, it's going to look a million times better if you have a little volume and a little bit of like flip or curl in your hair already. Any type of messy bun, anything like that, it's just gonna look better if you've done this. If you try to do styles like that on just like air dried hair, it's gonna be a lot harder and it's just not gonna turn out the same. It's not gonna look as good. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll link all the products that I used below for you, but I hope this was helpful. And if you want more short hair style ideas, tutorials, let me know in the comments. Just let me know specifically what you want me to do. I'll keep practicing and trying new things. And once I get really good at something and feel like I can teach it to you, I will record a new video, but let me know what you're looking for below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Love ya, and I'll see you in my next one.